Welcome and greetings. I am Magick. It's gonna stop a virus. No. This
Got y'all listening now. Some witchcraft for that ass. Too late to turn away. Abracadabra and all that good shit. Yo. Hocus pocus, got you focused on my rhyme. Simply easy, now I'm eating couch potatoes, I recline. No, I'm joking as I'm toking power puffs at Pokeos. Till my town and villa filled with ganja smoke, you know the dope. Coming out my pipes, talking about the bones in my throat. With the mic, I'm casting curses every night, you know the scope. Got my spells handy, you may call it the phone. But when I'm done reciting, you'll give me the keys to the throne. Then I take my keys to go home. Didn't say I was done, while rush to end it all. It feels amazing to have won. I'm not planning to ball, but why not take the chance to stunt? No, I don't need it all, can think of a thing I don't want. Do I worship the sun, or sold my soul for the tongue? Or destined since I was young, or got some voodoo done?
Namaste, namastizzle. Peace and many blessings. Shalom. Greetings. What's up? How y'all doing today? Magick here. Today is the day of Thursday. Today is Thursday, day of prosperity and abundance. The colors are blue and or purple. Peace, Brother Moore. How you doing? You made it. First one here, huh? What's going on? I hope that you had a great day today, and that you will have a great weekend coming up. It is calming down here in Texas. The weather is cloudy and the temperature has dropped. So I'm still thinking that our summer is pretty much over with. And I think we're going to have a winter, even though the Farmer's Almanac says otherwise. Peace, peace, peace. Caribbean Grimoire, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? You know, if you did miss it, on Tuesday, I did a very informative live with the mighty Dr. Aleem L. Bay. Yeah, I'm salty. I missed the live with Aleem, but was super busy at work. Caught the replay, though. Okay. Well, I mean, that's all that matters, as long as you got it. Dr. Bay went in with all the information that he put out. You know, I couldn't have been more pleased with the way that interview went. You know, like I said, hopefully he comes back and we do a part 2 or something like that. Go to his website because his information is on the description box of that particular video. Don't forget, as you come in, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Y'all already know the deal. Tonight, I think football starts back. You know, I'm a football fan. You know, I'm an Eagles fan. You know, even though I know the shit is rigged, you know, this is how they perform their rituals. I grew up watching it, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting that there's a light-skinned quarterback versus a dark-skinned quarterback. Maybe nothing, but like I said, you know, everything is rigged. I saw this morning about Caitlin Clark setting records. I mean, they gonna push the hell out of this dude. You know what I mean? Till they can't do it no more. But anyway, one of the things that Dr. Aleem Bay said was cayenne pepper. You know what I'm saying? Cayenne pepper. And also, you know, as I think about it, if you have any questions for me, put it in the chat. I'll try to do my best to answer it. I know. That interview was really informative. He put out a lot of good information, but the one thing that you do want to have in your home and carry around with you, just like he says, cayenne pepper, right? Got my hair, I keep it with me. You know what I mean? Straight off Amazon, it's only a few bucks. It's less than $10. You know what I'm saying? So, I tried it this morning. I don't know what possessed me to do that. I have no idea what possessed me to do that, but I put a couple drops in my mouth and instantly regretted it. My tongue was burning. My mouth was burning. I got hot. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what it does. Is open up those pores. That's blood circulation. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched it, but I'll be doing that in the night. Okay. No rush. It is here on YouTube. Um, fire interview. Fire interview. Peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma. Warlock Asylum mentioned the cayenne pepper. Okay, okay. I've been using cayenne pepper for a long time. So to add on to that, what his purpose in saying all that was about blood circulation. And he did say what happened to Azazel Bay. Bless the dead. Um, that's a very dangerous thing, but there's other things that can get your blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? So go to cola also works. I think specifically in the legs. Okay. Korean ginseng, that too. And just like he said during the live, you got to drink a lot of water with that. You know what I mean? But your wife will be happy. I promise you this. You know what I'm saying? So um the 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 lecture that I was telling y'all about during that live was Eileen Bay, Bobby Hemmett, Black Dot, Azazel Bay, all in one lecture. I mean, it's like the gathering of the masses, but I don't think that's in circulation. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna show a clip of it here right now. Like a series of walking library. Yes, yes, absolutely. He really is. And that's another thing I wanted to say. You know how I'm always preaching to y'all about discernment. This is the mark of someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Anybody who can recite information off the top of their head like that, you can tell they've done their research. You can tell they know what they're talking about. Because I'm saying, again, like I'll be telling y'all, I watch what's going on in these internet streets and the shit that people are saying, that what they're capable of. Again, no master brags about what he can do. No master does that. No master brags about how rich he is, he or her. It's a lot of people doing this shit, man. So use your discernment. It's ridiculous out here. But anyway, nothing else is new. Let's get into it.
Barack Obama. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. What happened? I go by with the spirit. They did a thing on the documentary channel, on the History Channel, Barack Obama. First thing I said, when I saw him do the Democratic Party, who's this old nigga here, man? They got this, But when they did the thing on him, the spirit came to me. And I said, you know what? I like this cat. When I saw his wife, which is Majade's color, and the wife was shit talking. She was very powerful. And they had this thing saying, he ain't altogether black. What's the name was saying that today? I think somebody was out there telling he ain't altogether black. So the wife came in and said, wait a minute, hold on now. I know he got a white mama, but his dad is a black African. Now, in that case, everybody we got in this America damn near mixed. She said, you gonna compare some stuff like that. Now, I know he got the politics and all that kind of stuff. But when I saw the wife, I said, wait, he got a dark-skinned wife. I'm looking at the spirit world. I ain't looking at the politics. Right. He running for president, so what can be good about that? I said, he got a dark-skinned wife. He's a nice-looking brother. I said, now, look at the spirit of black people. Black people ain't getting into the politics. Let's just say hypothetically he would win, which we know that's a long stretch. But just the image of a black man and a black woman, and know the way black people are image people. Can you know what that can do metaphysically and spiritually? People, I was looking at it that way. So when I was watching it, the spirit came. The spirit said, "I like this brother, not because of the politics. It was based on the image." And I said, you know what? That's when you get above the physical world where you start getting in this mundane explain stuff when you quit judging.
Listen to what he says here.
Case in point, I had to quit judging faggots or homosexuals.
They might.
They funny people. You can make a little laugh off of gay people.
So I might have to. I don't know how they're gonna take that. I want to pause it right there. I meant to catch it. I might have to edit that out. We'll see how it goes. But Bobby's actually making a point here. So
you see what I'm saying? You get a lot of laughs off of damn gay people. They funny. Especially the black ones, they extra funny. Because like I said, the white one is funny, the damn black one is funny on turbo. But what happened is they did and the brother Panic, he did me this. They did remember they had what we call Paris is Burning. And they showed all them gay brothers in New York, and the brother was sewing, they were doing all kinds of things, we were putting on fashion shows. And then Panic said, they came in, the government came in and killed all the brothers. I said, wait a minute now. What about it in them gay brothers that the government felt so threatened till they killed every last one of them?
Yes, Eileen Bay.
So the point I'm trying to make here is they knew
Black
something
Dot
was spiritual. And in so many words, what I'm saying is when you start judging, you miss the benefit of what some person might have. You see what I'm saying? Some person might have. You miss the benefit of what. Let me give you an example. I was doing a live radio show, a place called Offset Vibes, and they do Offset Vibes through internet radio. And the people they said this is international. They said this brother ain't got no money. He been doing this thing for years, and so. And nobody sent in, but the only one sent some money was a sister said she used to be a hermaphrodite. And then they amputated, I think, the penis at her early age, but she ended up still being a lesbian. She was the only person who sent some money. This girl came to the conscious community in Cleveland. And her spirit is so big into the entire conscious community except her as just one of the goddesses or one of the gods. They got past because her spirit is so big. Now my point here is she was the only one who sent some doggone money. And the spirit kept saying,
Let me stop it right there. And the reason I wanted to show y'all that clip is he's absolutely right when he says not to judge. Remember, I'm always saying get knowledge from everywhere. Peace to Brother Konami, Sister Empress, Sister Faith. What's up and welcome. Don't forget to hit that, smash that like button. But yeah, I'm one of the ones. I got so many people on my Facebook page as friends. I got a couple of gay people. There's some gay people in my family. I don't judge anybody. You know what I mean? But Bobby specifically has said this before, that there's an energy in like those people that the government might be afraid of because they have like the balance of testosterone and as well as estrogen. You know what I'm saying? They got these male and female energies within them that's kind of strong. You see what I'm saying? He does another video, a lecture, where he explains this. And he said this guy got into a fight with a homosexual dude, and the homosexual dude beat his ass because the guy came on his property at his house and got whooped. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me continue with this particular. It's only a couple more minutes here. Esoteric enlightenment.
You judge and you might miss the person that got the key to something you need, because that's how the trickster does. Right. You judging and stuff, and they're gonna send all kind of people. You see what I'm saying? You see, so my point here, just like Pastor Ray Hagan. Now, Walter Williams met Ray Hagan, and Ray Hagan told him that it was his book that started him off. So Ray Hagan did a day for Walter Williams and his wife, and they taught classes, and they said they had people from all over the country came out to see the shit. You see what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say here is could get this stuff in the church, it would be powerful. And we got a black man that actually do it. And all of a sudden, you on down, player hate on the black man. I'm like, wait a minute, hey, I buy down to you. You done got some Christians and all this thing here. And they say this nigga he got people coming from Indiana, Ohio. They got people all over. And I'm saying, we can't be player hating on people because the methodology, man, is coming. It's okay. See, people used to say, man, if you're going to do this thing, if you can get this through this Bible, or you can get this through the church. And Pastor Ray Hagan has done that. So it'd be stupid for me to sit up here and play a hate when he has done what we were saying. Every people been telling me for years, what about we can get this in the church? I'm like, oh man, that shit ain't going to happen. Yeah. He's done the impossible. So now I'm looking at this thing and I said, man, all of this stuff, from the Moors, from these particular groups, everybody got a piece of the puzzle. The problem here is nobody has the ultimate answer, but we can't be warring over this and over that. Even the Black Panther Party, or whoever. Now, I might say, that's a pipe dream, but when a nigga get knocked over the head, you see what I'm saying? That's right. Let me tell you what happened. They got a nigga down from Ohio in the Black Panther Party in Atlanta. He done started it up. And they shot this woman, this 80-year-old woman, down in Atlanta. And the cops shot her. And they took a throw down and shot each other because they was broke in the wrong house. Mm-hmm. That's right. This brother down there, he one of them brothers that believed in the shit that Colin was talking about more than Colin. Because Colin had his politics he had to deal with the nation, with the, different things like that. Now, this brother believed this stuff. And this brother has terrorized Atlanta. I see the nigga, man, and I go the other damn way. Because he started out coming to my lectures in Ohio. I see the nigga, I go, oh, God, he put this nigga right here. And somehow I go the other way, and he pop up where I just went. I went, oh, Lord, man. The nigga picked me and my queen up one day and was driving us, man. And the nigga drive just like he think. Cars were scared. Cars and automobiles were scared. And I said, you know what, though? I said, we need this nigga because when they shot with.
So, yeah. Shout out to Bobby Hemming. I am glad to hear that also. Why am I? Oh, there we go. All right. I am glad to hear that also. Just in case you missed it, Amir says a quick heads up on Serious Times Patreon. They gave an update on Bobby and Linda. They're doing great. Linda's been taking care of him. They also says Bobby says AWAS was with him. That's wow. If you don't know who AWAS is the holy guardian angel of Aleister Crowley. Bobby gave an extensive lecture where he explained this. AWAS in Control is a 3 DVD lecture, right? Serious Times Media might have that particular lecture. Peace to everyone who just came in here. Again, thanks for the information, Amir. Good to see you, Legacy Sigma. Cherchez, if I'm saying that correct, greetings. Y'all gonna have to, if you're interested, find those lectures by Bobby. Okay, it's called AWAS in Control. Now, what I might do is put it on my Patreon. You know what I'm saying, for the members. I'm not sure if it's in circulation, but I have my favorites of Bobby's lectures, and that's one of them. AWAS in Control to the one he did in London, Black Mystical Agenda. I have favorites with Bobby Hemmett. Peace, Sister Righteous. Go ahead and drive, sister. Go ahead and drive. Just listen. Be safe. Okay. Peace, Technique Twin. Okay. Most of y'all was in here Tuesday when I had Aline Bay here. Okay. The mothership is mine. Okay. All righty. I mean, okay. Now, see, just to prove his point, that would be fucked up of me to judge him for saying that. That's exactly what he's talking about. No matter what the ideologies or the beliefs of us all, get information from everywhere. You can get something from everybody. You know what I mean? What resonates? Okay. Pieces to a puzzle. Do you have Bobby's Indigenous People Rising Through Ritual 3 disc joint? I do have that. That's one of my favorites. That's the one I'm talking about. The one that he did in London. He gave out a bunch of rituals to do. You know what I mean? If you never heard me say it before, Bobby, when I first got into my dark side journey, it was Bobby lectures that led me to a lot of stuff. It led me to a lot of other stuff. Plus, I did, as a matter of fact, I think I have it here. I did a lot of other stuff. One of the notebooks, I think it's this one. This one right here. See how worn and torn it is. This one is, I got a bunch of just rituals. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the big money ritual he gave out. How to dress candles. You know, I put certain shit from MySpace on here. You know what I mean? A money ritual with green candle, vetiver oil, wintergreen oil, white sage, bayberry, and or patchouli. You mix it all together and rub on the candle and use while you bathe and recite Psalm 23 9 times. Yes, absolutely. That is one of my favorite of Bobby's lectures. I got the big money ritual in here. How to tie a man or a woman to you, protection. Here's an interesting thing that came straight from that lecture. You put hot sauce. Yes, hot sauce, what you use in food. You put that in the front and the back doors across your threshold or wherever someone can get in. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. One more. Anything to get a person to do for you. You just have the person's address. You put the address on an envelope. You get a white piece of paper. You stare at that paper with your intents, like whatever you want. You fold the paper in your envelope and mail it. Don't use a return address. You can use lemon pencil or something invisible. Your thoughts will hit that person's subconscious. Straight from Bobby. Yeah, you wasn't playing. That's what's up. Yeah, when I got into all the voodoo, the ATRs, and like I said, the clip off, the dark side shit, I was not playing. I was constantly doing shit, constantly. Bobby and the Two Sisters lecture. I can't remember the lecture name, but he dropped a lot of knowledge on us throughout the years. Indeed, he did. He's one of those master teachers that you got to know who he is. Just like there's still people out here who don't know who Eileen Bay is. And of course, y'all know I've been promoting Azazel Bay since I came on the scene here on YouTube. You know, these are people y'all should know. You know what I mean? Bobby drops occult information as well as rituals throughout the years. Okay. All right. So let's get back into something here. Let's hear from another master teacher. Now, I want you to listen closely to what he says here.
Coming down here. The penis is the sarcophagus. We talked about birth and death at the same time. Understand that. All right, I want to do a little good of how thoughts body.
Listen to this, y'all.
Your brain is electromagnetic and attracts atomic structure in the form of a thought, becomes atomic structure, which then becomes a protein base. That protein base forms DNA, and the DNA becomes what? A blueprint for your body. Everyone here chose their physical body.
Everyone.
Everyone here chose the reality that they're now experiencing. Understand that? Whether you wanted that or not is another story. But you took that information in, and it resides here. Remember, Willie Lynch, you were programmed through your mind. And these are the only two portals, your mind and your DNA, that get rid of it. Understand that? Now, if you drew a girl or a boy, either one, and the age is telling you that at the age of 8, the suppression of your male energy began.
Deep.
Understand that?
Deep.
At the age of 10 or 4 or 5, whatever number you wrote, male or female, if it's female, if you drew a female, the suppression of your female energy began at that age. Now you have something to work with. Suppression of the picture you drew began at the age you drew on it. If you drew a boy on your piece of paper, the suppression of the male energy started here at that age. Meaning that that's where you need to be working on. That's what you need to work on in your life. No, everyone understand? Okay. You have to go back in time, you think? No. Let's go back to the flow chart. What did I say? Your thoughts, right?
I'm going to stop it right here real quick. Did y'all understand what he said about how your thoughts shape your reality? This is why you should never speak down on yourself. Never. Even as a joke. Don't call yourself old. Don't call yourself ugly. You know, you're always supposed to be speaking positive about yourself, because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between if you're playing or if you're for real. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense. He says, you know, it starts to form protein bases, right? Your molecular structure. This is an actual real thing. It's objective. It's not an opinion. Okay. Don't think you're poor. Don't forget the mantra that he gave out. Okay. Afro-Atlantean hoodoo spirits. Fill my mind with lucky hoodoo success. With every day and in every way, I am getting richer and richer. Now, it may take some time, but continue that mantra. Aline Bay, on the live we did the other day, gave out a powerful ritual. Go back and watch that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, some serious secret. He does this on certain days. You know what I mean? People think that Halloween is just this kids' holiday. It's not. It's a power day. I'll get back to that one. But let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this lecture. This is also the science of Superman. Okay? It's still that particular lecture.
Attract atomic structure. Mean it creates your reality. Turns into protein bases into DNA and makes the blueprint of your body. Somewhere in your life, at whatever age you put, something traumatic that suppressed that energy in you. Everyone has male and female energy.
Everyone.
That is balanced, left and right brain. If you drew a man understanding me now? So you can look at your own pictures. Anyone want a further interpretation, a heavier or deeper interpretation, email me or see me after the lecture. Okay? So, what I'm giving you here is to help you understand what you need to do in your life. If you do a woman, whatever age that is that you put underneath that woman, that is the time period in which your feminine energy was suppressed. And you became imbalanced in this physical world.
Deep.
Through your DNA. Based on your mind patterns.
Mind patterns.
If you're a child and your mother keeps hitting you or whatever she's doing, or your father or whatever, child molestation or whatever, that creates a thought. Tehuti. That thought is manifested in atomic structure. It creates your physical body. That's why none of us look the same. You see? Everyone understand that? Okay? Now you have something to work with. You know what your problem is. You know what your problem is. Okay? All right, so the color is for further interpretation. If anyone wants to. Well, yellow, if you see pale yellow is usually dealing with two things. It could be truth, which is a little darker yellow, and a pale yellow is dealing with mind control. Somewhere at that age, if you saw pale yellow, something went on in your life dealing with the male energy that dealt with mind control. Red is another. Red is dealing with war, fighting, and sexual energy, depending on what you do.
Aggression.
Purple is dealing with a high consciousness.
Purple. Today's colors. The crown chakra.
But see me after the lecture, or email me, and we can talk in more detail about that. Okay? Green is green. If you drew green, that means that whatever you drew there and you saw green, that is what your DNA is giving you. Green is DNA. Okay? Green is dealing with DNA. Okay? We're going to get to some we're getting into so much stuff here. Okay, let's get into conspiracies.
Conspiracies. Okay. So one of my favorites from him, Science of Superman. Okay. I hope you understood what he was saying there. Okay. The doctor, that's a very interesting logo you have there, doctor. Very interesting. Halloween's coming up. It is my favorite time of the year. It is one of those power days that I just spoke of. You know what I mean? So-called pagan holidays. Those are the days that you need to do serious rituals on. Okay. I never miss Halloween without doing something. Normally, what I do on Halloween is ancestor veneration. I put the book of Halloween in my Patreon for the members, in case you're wanting to dive into the history of Halloween. But that is one of those power days. Everybody understand that?
Any longer?
Give me 1 second here. One moment here. Okay.
So this would be 7,000. And if it was all gold, it would be 20,000. Well, they got one called a Brighton emergency. Now, this emergency has a little button. I got one of them fake ones, too. I got one for 20. I think I got one.
Black mystical agenda.
But I got mine for 30, but it can cost as much as 50,000 or 100,000. Depends on you get the one with the diamonds on it. Did you see the movie The Skull and Bones? Anybody saw the movie The Skull? Remember when they crossed over, they gave them this watch? It was a Brighton. That's the elite shit. They got this Brighton watch, and I know John knows about it. It's got a little button on it. When you go down in the water, you can be in Timbuktu or Kathmandu. You pull that button, they come and get your ass. Whether you're in a plane or a boat, you pull that button, they come and get you. Now, I know John know about this stuff because it's a pilot's watch. You see what I'm saying? But this is when you know that you are in slavery, and this is a slavery penal colony. You can go down on the earth with this watch, and they can come get you from wherever you are on the earth. But the only place that is not allowed to have it is the United States of America. You get fined $2,000 if you pull the button and might get jail time. That's because United States of America is not a free country. So therefore, it's not on universal maritime law and maritime nothing. So therefore, if you pull it in the United States, you're pulling it inside of a penal colony. Certain things you can't do inside a prison. You see what I'm saying? So because this is a prison colony for England or Britain, because the watch is in Switzerland, and because it's a prison colony, you're not allowed to have the Brighton emergency. But elite people can have one. You see? So I'm just saying, this whole thing was a whole ritual that went down. You see, just like the Ilion thing. You see. And just like this, let me show you what's going on here. Because of this book, Melanin People, they pimp you every time. Anytime they bring you something on TV,
pay attention.
That's a conscious measurement that you're supposed to follow.
Right here.
That's a ritual where they're zapping your energy. Now remember I told you this. The boy that got executed the other week. The Mumia thing. The Giallo thing. The Luima thing. All of that is a government operation to get you riled up and angry for two reasons. Number one is mind control.
And number two,
Number one, they can get you riled up and angry because they got something going on major over here, and they're trying to doggone distract your attention over here. So they even tell you when you're supposed to get mad. And what the fuck you do? You go running down the fucking street marching and shit.
marching.
Brother, idiot people marching in 2000. We are definitely savage people. Let's not be funny with this mess. You are world-class people that went through hell and back, and you gonna march in 2000? So they'll go in there, shoot the aloe 45 times or whatever. You get all mad. You see what I'm saying? This whole shit goes down during the fall equinox. On into the winter solstice, where you're supposed to be tapping in the energy.
Y'all hear that?
So they got cardinal points that they can shut you down based on you being all mad at the wrong shit. This is science.
It's science.
So they know when they want to divert your attention. Number one rule of mind control. If you can distract the conscious mind, you leave the subconscious mind wide open. And they can make drones out of you. And whatever they want to. You see what I'm saying? So, the first thing they do is, when you get all distracted and all riled all up, that's a certain amount of energy. They can use that energy to empower them to get to the next point. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be doggone tapping into your shit. Make sure every time, winter solstice, summer solstice, spring equinox, fall equinox, for Diallo not guilty. You all mad. See what I'm saying? During the fall equinox, not only did they tell you about the Diallo, they had 1 million people march on South Carolina on a bullshit flag to tell the white man not to appear to be a racist. They ain't got a shit. You screwed up the behind, and you're going to get the only defense system you have is when he showed you he's a racist, and you said, I don't want to know when you're a racist.
It's called cognitive dissonance. You know, y'all know this shit goes on, and yet and still melanated people fall into this trap every single time. Every time. Thanks for that. I feel like you're keeping these elders alive. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Hemmett secretly watches your channel too. That would be an honor, to be quite honest. That would be an honor if Bobby watched my video and actually know who I was. But, you know, I don't do it for that reason, but I'm glad you know, said that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people still don't know who these people are or who these brothers and sisters are. So if I bring someone on my channel, it's definitely somebody you need to know. Gratitude, Cosmic Chaos, what's going on? Hey, I heard something about this rich homie Quan dying today. I didn't really pay attention to it because I don't really know who that is, to be quite honest. You know, I'm that disconnected from today's music. But just like he said, those are those power days that you're supposed to take advantage of. I know my family looked at my YouTube channel or my Facebook post, just my Facebook post. And like, this nigga is still celebrating Halloween. You know, like, Dora pausing the fuck out of me. I don't give a shit. These are power days. The winter solstice, the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox. These are the power days. These are so-called pagan days. And pagan is nothing more than someone who adheres to the old ways, working with nature and astronomy. You know what I'm saying? D. Anderson L. every time. Yep. Okay. 34 years he passed. Okay. I think topics of psychological warfare should be taught to maybe open a door for spirituality. That's a good point right there. It really is. You know what I mean? No, I mean, I often say, and people have said it before me, but melanated people seem to be the only ones who don't know they're on the battlefield. You know what I mean? They don't understand how the media, I talk about this all the time, y'all. The media is constantly programming the subconscious mind. And you see the results because you see how we act, you see how we dress. You know what I mean? And you see these enhancements that people are putting on their bodies that's unnecessary. Only the masters know Bobby Hemmett can vibe with what he's saying. Same thing about Azazel Bey, Aline Bey. You have to be on a certain frequency to understand what he's saying. I know a lot of people tune out Azazel Bey because he gives galactic knowledge. You know, same shit that Aline Bey was saying just 2 days ago. Okay, this stuff is real, but as soon as you speak about it, people aren't interested. I know what you're trying to say, Caribbean Grimoire. I don't know how to spell it either. What's going on, Marine Beauty? How you doing? It seems mighty suspicious that he passed today, and there was a school shooting out here where 4 kids were killed. I didn't hear about that. I didn't, but I am not. So now, anytime that I hear anything on the news, I am not surprised. Are tattoos cool? I don't have any tattoos. If you're asking, they fuck with your lymph nodes. So no, I don't fuck with tattoos. Is that a real question? Not being funny. Yep, they think it's a game. They absolutely think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe to those who aren't spiritual, maybe seeing how the media and music, food is used against them, maybe more would awaken just the thought. I was constantly, every single day, I was posting something on a conscious level every day on Facebook. No lie. Every day. Every single day. I kept getting put in Facebook jail because of it. I finally got tired because I realized nobody was listening. So I went to just cutting up every day. For those of you who don't know what I mean, I act a goddamn fool with my memes. Just had breast cancer surgery 2 days ago. Oh, everybody, let's say a couple words, moments for Maroon Beauty, that she heals and that she recovers fully from her breast cancer surgery. May it never happen again. Yes, only one here. Okay. Yeah, so that was a serious question. Yeah, I don't fuck with tattoos. Like I said, they do fuck with your lymph nodes. We mess with our bodies a lot anyway. You see what I'm saying? And that's just another thing I know the ancients fuck with tattoos. I don't. Me personally. That is a personal choice. Another person that everyone needs to know about is Sonia Massey was unalive prior to Kamala Harris running in abortions at the DNC. I think it's all blood rituals. These are not by accident. Exactly. People still see these as coincidence. They're not putting two to two together. This is why you got to leave the masses where they are. They're going to stay where they are. You know what I'm saying? Ashe, Maroon Beauty. What's going on? Rayshawn Justice. Another person that the masses need to know is Shahrazad Ali. Full healing and recovery to you. Faith, sending you healing energy. Intentions set for speedy and complete covering. Okay. Again, Maroon Beauty, if you did not watch the video 2 days ago, please tune in. Okay. Shahrazad Ali put out books, and she was saying the same thing that Kevin Samuels was saying. She was saying back in the 90s. Guess what? People weren't listening to her either. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Brother Moore's going to put you on his prayer board. That's what I'm talking about. Looking out for each other. But anyway, Shahrazad Ali is another person that we tend to tune out people who got something to say. It's always been that way. Always. You know what I mean? It's a shame, but it is what it is. I'm trying to pull this up. Let's see. And once again, I can't find her. There's some bullshit here. This is straight bullshit. But yeah, they do their rituals all the time. Okay. There's still some people who don't believe in the occult and in magic. That's fine. That's fine. Yet and still it's constantly being used on the masses. Unbelievable. Here we go. Found it.
And our brains are 80% water. Now that accounts for a lot of things. Because many of us think that our brain is just 100% knowledge, and it's not like that. It's a lot of water, a lot of liquid there. Liquid is life. We just have to know how to direct it. The brain is not telling us what to do. We are telling the brain what to do. And it will support any idea we come up with.
Any idea.
And the best example that I can always think of is that if you see a person who has decided that they are gay. Now, some of the people that decide that they're gay, they go and take hormones so that they can grow hair on their face like a dude, or they get shots so they can grow breasts and everything. And then some people just take on a new idea. And then their whole body, their whole swagger starts to conform to that idea. And we see it right in front of our faces. We say, Dad, last time I seen her, she was a chick, now she a stone dude. She didn't have no surgery. She didn't take no hormone shots. It's just whatever idea you get, it'll start to manifest itself. That's how powerful your brain is. It'll get with whatever your idea is. We see dudes and say, boy, he sure look like a thug. That's his idea. And we can recognize it on them. We see people that look dangerous.
This is right in line with what Azazel Bay was just talking about how your thoughts shape your reality. Now, continue listening to what she's saying here.
We see that on them, and we can recognize that. You know, so we're very unique. And just like the snowflakes and our fingerprints, everybody's tongue print is different. Every human being on the earth, you got different fingerprints from everybody else. You got a different tongue print. Just like every snowflake, every grain of sand. This is how God made that so that we could be unique, each individual, with many of the same needs. But we all really do have a uniqueness about ourselves that we can be proud of. Now, not getting along, I want to let you know, is a luxury. You don't get along, it's a luxury. And there's several things required for you to have the luxury of not getting along and with fussing and fighting with your mate. It requires you to have a stable source of income for food, shelter, because you ain't worried about what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep. You got that, so I got time to fuss. It requires for you to be in pretty good health, because you got to have strength to bring up all that negativity. You got to have strength to do that. You got to be able to take a stand. So, you know, you have to be able to do that. And it requires us to think that we have options. You know, men and women, they like a bus. Miss one, catch another. Well, I got news for y'all. That train has already left the station. It's not like that was. And it requires that we think that we have time. We can mess up, start all over, mess up, apologize, and this will just go on forever. We don't have that time anymore. What we have is just some basic major relationship problems, and they have been the same ones that we have had for the last 134 years. We 17 generations up from slavery, many of our problems remain the same. I have a book called Are You Still a Slave? It's a test book. It lets you take a test and answer certain questions to determine how much of a slave are you still acting like even without a slave master. Since they put this into us, it's a lot of stuff we just on automatic. And we're the first people to say, well, you know, that's just how I feel. No, it's not. These are things that they put into us. And they certainly put into us not to get along with each other. That makes them the winner. In every civilization, on every continent, among every mammal, when the female mammal has to forage for food, fight and protect the nest, bear the children alone, and do all of those things, it makes her naturally hostile to the male mammal. Because she feels abandoned. Well, we have abandonment issues. It makes many of our men feel entitled to do anything they want to do, and we're supposed to go along with it. They put a lot of confusion into us that have made us bring that confusion even down into the world, into our children. And we have set them up for failure in their relationships because they're not doing what we tell them, they're doing what they see.
Y'all hear that?
They don't see us getting along. If they don't see our men respecting our women, they don't see our women respecting our men, then this is what they go into practice. We have a problem with fidelity and jealousy. That's really, you know, we have a problem about lying.
Did y'all hear that? She said they go off what they see. They act what they see. Today's children are lost because of what they have seen. Okay? All right. Can cyber be combined with traditional magic to enhance results? Absolutely. Are you talking about cyber magic? Is that what you... Please elaborate on that question. Like you guys said, the dumb are mostly intrigued by the drums. Drum of the oppressors, how I see it. Absolutely. That is some profound shit there, Brother Moore. Thanks for saying it. I burned 3 road openers together, and 2 of my candles was my black on top and clear at the bottom, which is fine to me. But when one of them broke at the bottom, when my roots were on fire, I think it's because of my roots catching fire in the end, but I thought I asked. What are you asking? I've noticed that a lot of gay people attract a lot of incubi and succubi. Maybe it's just me, no shade or hate, but I have noticed this. No shade or hate. There's a lot of sexual energy there, and I don't want to go into why people are the way they are. I just don't want to go into that. You know what I mean? Look, I use Bobby's, Azazel, Shahrazad Ali, Yafa Bey, everybody that's been mentioned today. I use these as study guides myself. I know some stuff, but these are the masters. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, Shahrazad Ali has been getting on the black community since the 90s, before Kevin Samuels came along. Some of the same talking points she spoke of. You know what I'm saying? I was asking if the bottom of candle breaking meant anything. I thought it didn't, because it was just roots and no more wax. Yeah, it's probably just no more wax. I used to overthink candle magic when I first got into it, but sometimes it's just the wax just burns out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Thank you, everybody who came today. Appreciate your presence always. I'll be back on Tuesday. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Remember, today is Thursday, day of prosperity and abundance. You can also use Sunday. Sunday is one of those unknowns that you can use. Okay, so Sunday is a very good day to work money rituals. Some of the sun deities in Goetia are very powerful, like King Paimon. You know what I mean? I am the one and only, the diabolical Magick LaCroix. I'll see y'all next time. As always, as like you greet you in peace. Namaste. Peace, y'all. Have a good one.